Play the intro!
Why, hello there, old sport.
Reacting to Planet Dolan. But first, before we get to the reaction video at Planet Dolan, I have to take a bathroom break. It is time to do the reaction video.
Planet Dolan.
We know.
From trying to cast a love spell on a crush to staying up all night to watch people sleep, the Planet Dolan crew reenacts some of the best true stories from our subreddit about the creepiest things we've ever done without getting caught. I'm Melissa, and today I'll be your narrator. Number 10
Okay.
was submitted by the official Yuri. Hellbent used to have a creepy teddy bear mask that had its skin falling off. He would put it on, grab a big knife, and walk around the house with all the lights off. It would be just after midnight when everyone was asleep. While wandering around the house, Hellbent would make muffled growling sounds and say weird, creepy things like,
I'll find you
you sooner or later.
Or,
This is your prison now.
or,
The suffering only gets worse.
he would always make sure to do it whenever his 7-year-old niece was over because he liked scaring her. Whenever she was over, Hellbent would do even more, such as scratch the walls with his knife, but not enough to leave marks. Then, he would slowly open the door to where his niece was and whisper,
Turn off the light. You know we can't play if the lights are on.
Then he would yell.
Turn them off!
That was when his niece would hide. Despite yelling and making the noises, Hellbent was never caught. Number 9 was submitted by Your Adopted LOL. Back to when Gergak...
What? Damn it! I hit my desk. Shit. Technical difficulty? Much better. Now let's go. First of all,
Caught. Number 9 was submitted by Your Adopted LOL.
I'm not adopted. I was born here. Or am I really adopted? That's the question. Am I adopted? No. Or am I? That's the mystery for the math path to solve. Joke aside.
Back to when Gergak was a kid.
Look.
There was a girl in his class that he really liked, and they would talk all the time. It also turned out that they took the same bus home from school every day. On the ride home, while his crush was asleep, Gergak would stick his fingers under the seat in an attempt to feel her ass. Looking back on it, he's grateful that he never got caught for doing something so creepy. Number 8 was...
I hope SBI will not to find this up.
Submitted by Lily Gaming. Ramona used to be very interested in magic. So, she got a love spell book as a gift.
Magic. Look at this. Boom. Magic. Magic.
From one of her friends.
Oh, it's magic.
One night, that same friend stayed over. They decided to perform love spells, carefully not to get caught by Ramona's helicopter parents. One spell had Ramona carving the name of her crush into a candle, but the spell didn't work because she later learned that his name was spelled wrong. For another spell, she had to sneak downstairs and get a gold plate from the cabinet. Let's just say that, after using it, Ramona had to clean it off and put it back without being noticed. Number 7 was submitted by the second best. When
Oof.
she was a kid, Mimi would always get up.
Mimi, more like meme. Get it? Because it's supposed to be, instead of I, it's supposed to be E.
Before everyone else. Instead of going into the living room and watching TV or something, she would sneak into her bed with her parents. After laying next to them for a little bit, she would move to her brother's room and do the same. One morning, her brother woke up early, so she hid in the bathroom. She watched him take a piss from behind the shower curtain, which she now thinks was just as creepy. Out of all the mornings Mimi did that to her family, she was never caught. Number 6 was submitted by Ethan Andrews 432. Soup was 16 when he had the creepy habit of breaking
Soap, more like soap. Don't drop the soap on prison, or you will get raped on prison if you drop the soap.
into other people's houses while wearing a cracked porcelain mask and a white, torn t-shirt with red food coloring on it. He would also carry a large steak knife, Soup would stand next to the bedroom doors of the kids' rooms and just stare. He would also stare at them from the windows if they happened to look outside. Sometimes he would even leave marks on the walls with a steak knife and, using red food coloring, also leave bloody handprints. But Soup was never caught because he always wore that porcelain mask. His neighbors soon began to call his alter ego the Phantom Slasher. Number 5 was submitted.
Never been caught. An awesome idea for the new dark story. Ah, fuck's sake! Now I have to make another dark story about the Planet Dolan crew. But which one? I mean, there's no one new on Planet Dolan, so nothing.
By Mystic Tulip. Sharky's aunt is a God-fearing individual. She not only fears Satan, but also the number 666.
You mean 666? I get it. I get it.
There was one time when his aunt planned on taking down an old barn that she no longer used. To have a little bit of fun with her, Sharky bought some red paint and added a little black to the mixture. He went into the barn and began painting 666, satanic symbols, and upside-down crosses all over. In the hopes that his aunt would understand that it was only a prank, Sharky also painted a Slender Man symbol on the wall. When the time came, his aunt and uncle went into the barn and saw Sharky's masterpiece. His uncle didn't react at all, but his aunt freaked out. She cried and screamed, thinking that there were a bunch of people using her barn to worship Satan. The barn was eventually torn down, and Sharky
Smug look. So savage.
never told his aunt that he was the one who painted.
Not even the savage Patrick.
All those symbols on the walls. Number 4 was submitted by Brutally Honest 20. When Sid was 18, the creepiest thing
I got my hands on my dick. You know you are a very annoying dick. So, Nico, do I look homosexual? Yes, excellent. Guess what? So do you. Hooray.
he ever did without getting caught was stick his hand down his swim trunks while in his high school swimming pool. He would do that while watching the girls in their bikinis. To this day, he still doesn't know how he managed to get away with it. He thinks that it was
innocent smile.
probably because he always did it in a corner of the swimming pool. Also, nobody ever swam near him. He never did anything beyond sticking his hand down his trunks whenever he saw half-naked girls. It was just a habit of his ever since he was little. Even though he never did it for the sexual thrill of it, Sid still feels bad about it because it's something that could appear or sound creepy to everyone else. Number 3 was submitted by 5polecat7080.
Well, to it, it's already revealed on YouTube. Holy shit! And then 911, what's your emergency? That guy. What a good ending. And what now?
Paprika does a lot of creepy things when nobody is around. The creepiest thing she ever did was when she was only a kid and would be home alone. She would grab a knife and start acting as though she was playing the violin with it. Then she would imagine that either her family, robbers, or sometimes even innocent people were wandering around inside the house. She imagined that, once she found them, she would kill them in brutal ways, like slitting their throats, mutilating them, throwing knives at their heads, breaking their necks, or stabbing them hundreds of times. Paprika is grateful that she was never caught playing pretend like that. Number 2 was submitted.
Wow, all of these guys are probably gonna go to hell.
By Gamer O Angel. When Ghost Toast was in elementary school, he had terrible insomnia. Between the hours of 11 p.m. and 4 a.m., he would sneak into the kitchen and grab a snack. After eating, he would sneak into his parents' room, which was right down the hall from the kitchen. Ghost Toast would then sit in the doorframe and creepily watch them as they slept. He doesn't know why he even did that. It stopped when he started 6th grade. Huge thanks for the folks over on our Planet Dolan subreddit for submitting their stories.
Very good.
We have another question for you. What was your most heroic act? Let us know.
Let me thinky. Nah, fuck this. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I always made video gameplay, reaction video, probably some random stuff. You know, basic for me as a gamer, you know. Just subscribe to me and leave a like and tell me down comments down below, alright? Ugh. Ugh. Or next one, please. Next one, please. Okay, stop. Go to your room and set up the clock, please. Please. Oh. Titties, Michael. Titties. I like some titties, Michael. Titties, Michael. Titties. Morgan Freeman. What? Our dark secret. Okie dokie. Get ready to move your finger.
Let it dolan.
Oh boy.
From killing a neighbor's dog to pretending to be a girl on social media, the Planet Dolan crew reenacts some of the best true stories from Reddit about our darkest secrets. I'm Pecan, and today I'll be your narrator. This story
Okie dokie. Mine is ready.
was submitted by Beneath the Landslide. Back in high school, Derek was going through a hard time and wanted some attention. So he decided to create a girlfriend. He told his friends that she lived nearby and didn't have any accounts on social media. Since his friends believed him, Derek continued making up stuff about her. One night, while at a party, he got drunk and told his friends that his girlfriend was pregnant but had a miscarriage. They comforted him about it, even though they didn't know what to say. A few months later, Derek told them that she killed herself because of the miscarriage. Nobody has ever called him out on his lies, and it's something he will never admit to anyone. This story was submitted by Kylo Rune. When they were kids, Paprika and her brother had to go through their parents' divorce. It ended up being really hard on her brother. One day, Paprika's brother accidentally threw a ball into their neighbor's garden. He told Paprika to get it, but she refused. Furious, her brother ran inside and grabbed a knife. He went back outside and tried to stab her. Paprika ran inside and locked herself in the bathroom. She waited until her father got home, but when he did, she didn't tell him what happened. She didn't want to snitch on her brother as she knew he was going through a hard time. Paprika still believes that he would have killed her if she didn't run away. This story was submitted by Throwaway Sword 1997.
Okie dokie, I will throw my sword. Oh, I miss. Wow, Christ almighty. I think your brother needs some Jesus.
Hellbent pretends to be a girl on social media.
What?
he was a freshman in high school, he has made various accounts saying that he's a girl and flirts with men. It always makes him feel good to think that he's a hot girl who people want to sleep with, even though he's perfectly happy with being a guy. Hellbent has even had to abandon...
And you're gonna be gay. Great. Now you need Jesus.
...some of his accounts because the flirting was beginning to get a little too serious for his liking. Despite getting off on it, there are times where he feels guilty about it. He wishes that pretending to be a girl online and deceiving people didn't make him feel so good, but he just can't help himself. This story was submitted by Some Sugar and Spice.
Okay, today's lesson on cooking show is we're gonna make a cringe cake. So we're gonna put some sugar, spiciness, some cringe videos, and in this bowl, some Atlanta crisis, some holy Bible, and some holy water, and then we mixed it up, and boom, there you go, a cringe video. Thank you for watching my cooking show. We just made a cringe videos. Thank you very much.
Froggy has had an eating disorder since...
Boobs. Boom. Look at those boobs. Give me the boobs. Give me all the boobs. I want the boobs. Back about the boobs. Give me those boobs. I need those boobs. I need the boobs. Those boobs. All those boobs. I need the boobs. Beautiful boobs. Big boobs. Small boobs. Thick boobs. Big old boobs. Tiny boobs. Skinny boobs. Flat boobs. Round boobs. Touching boobs. To be honest, mamma mia.
She was 14 and has never told anyone about it. She constantly goes through the cycle of eating a lot of food before purging, only to eat too much again. She will sometimes fast for so long that she loses consciousness. There are even days where she'll dehydrate herself and not drink anything until late in the afternoon.
It's true.
The worst part is that she loves her eating disorder and doesn't want to get better, even though there are times when she feels terrified of it whenever she reads about girls who starve themselves to death. This story was submitted by Bigubs.
Bigubs? Or is it Russian? Bigubs!
Gergak went to a strip club one night with a bunch of people he didn't know very well. Girls would flirt with him and give him lap dances. The more he drank, the more turned on he was. One girl came up to him and told him that $50 would get him in the back with her. So Gergak followed her to the back room, where she instantly took off his pants and threw a condom on him before having sex. Afterwards, she asked him for a higher amount of money. The thing was, it was a few days before payday and Gergak was broke. He mentioned that to her, and the next thing he knew, he was in a chair in the main room with two bouncers on either side of him. The manager was facing him, threatening to break his arms and have him thrown in jail if Gergak didn't give him $300. Out of all the people he knew, Gergak called his boss, who surprisingly showed up and paid them the money. The events of that night are things that very few people know, and Gergak never went to a strip club again.
Mamma mia. Mamma mia indeed.
This story was submitted by The Gray Owl 7. Every day while walking home from school, Wolfgang was chased by his neighbor's dog. He would...
Okay. Wow, that's a angry dog motherfucker.
Would always see it waiting for him, growling. Sometimes it would even pretend to go back into the neighbor's house and wouldn't come out until Wolfgang was near the house. After he told his parents complained to the neighbors. Not only did his neighbors not listen, but Wolfgang overheard them laughing. One of them even said, "It's not my fault your son is a sissy." At that point, he got so pissed that he came up with a plan. He told his parents that it was okay, since it was only a dog and it never hurt him. Then, Wolfgang bought some chocolate and began feeding...
Wait, did you say chocolate? Yes, sir! I would rather to bring you some chocolate. Yeah, sir. We have peanut butters and normal chocolate. Chocolate? Chocolate? Chocolate! Alright, that's enough. You want chocolate or not? Yeah, I will buy 500 of them. Patrick, do we have enough of these chocolate? Oh no, SpongeBob. Maybe, do you have it? Okay, sir, all your chocolate is yours. Thanks!
it to his neighbor's dog every day after school. After about a week, the dog dropped dead. His neighbors and parents...
Boom! Dead! No big surprise.
Parents were confused.
You are dead! No big surprise.
As to what happened, not knowing that Wolfgang had been feeding it chocolate, which is harmful to dogs. The day after their dog died, his neighbors bought a new dog. It turned out that they were training dogs to be aggressive. Still, it's a dark secret that Wolfgang won't ever tell anyone.
Wow. But it's too late, it's already revealed on YouTube, so...
This story was submitted by Boy I Love Noodles.
What kind of noodles? Do you like the noodles with, you know, as a candy, or noodles like a dildo, or the noodle in your pants, like you know those wiggly diggly doodles between your legs? Alright, let's continue with the video.
When Salty Squid was younger, he tried to kill himself. He tried to...
Oh my goodness, me too! Because I'm in a deep depression. Thank you so much for playing my fucking game, you piece of shit!
drown himself, and even though his mom was next to him, she didn't do anything beyond telling him to stop being ridiculous. Throughout his life, he had tried to commit suicide around 30 times because of excessive bullying he's had to endure. Another reason why Salty Squid was suicidal was because his mom would make him feel like a piece of fat, worthless crap. One time, he took an online test that diagnosed him with depression. When he told his mom about it, she just looked at him and said, "Don't be ridiculous." She finally believed him after getting a call from the principal, saying that Salty Squid had tried to kill himself. After that, his mom took him to a professional where he received a proper diagnosis.
Of diagnosis of the diarrhea or diabetes. Look, I'm just trying to make some jokes. Jokes for your mama jokes.
This story was submitted by, oh no, I'm gonna run out of Sid's biggest secret is that he's a lifelong bedwetter.
He's a sleepy boy.
His brain just can't wake him up to go to the bathroom. There have been many times where he slept over at a friend's house and wet the bed. Whenever that happened, he used paper towels on the wet spot in hope that none of his friends would notice the smell. Sid doesn't know what causes it. Nowadays, he mostly deals with it by not drinking anything before going to bed.
Excuse me, but I'm drinking water this much big, so that's a big water. And I still not pissing on my bed. Oh boy, it works. Drinking water is just healthy. But not for pissing on a bed. Oh, no. That's just...
This story was submitted by Toxic Mariah.
Or Toxic Mariah.
When he was 7, Nixium was playing games on Roblox with his best friend.
Ah yes, Roblox with Oof!
His phone randomly said Touch ID password, where he could get a bunch of games by entering his ID. So he entered his ID,
Oof!
but little did he know that by doing that, he had spent over $500 of his parents' money. On the night when his parents asked him about it, Nixium pretended to not know anything about it and acted as though they woke him up from a deep sleep. His parents still don't know that it was him who spent over $500 of their money on...
And then it all will be looked like this. Okay, tell me how much money you've been spending. $400 million. Uh-huh. Well, here's your bill. Alright, let me see. $2,000! Bullshit!
Roblox games.
Well, that's all for now. I hope everyone liked it. And by the way, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and leave a like and tell me down in the comments down below if you want more of me. Even you Serbs. So yeah, let's continue on. Okay, I'm gonna stop right here, and that's it. Bye, guys.